Hi, how's it going? My name's Karosh. Welcome to my channel. I'm trying to create kind of like an intro about me. What is this place about, kind of thing. And I figured rather than try to curate or perfect the most appropriate or the most fine-tuned or something, I kind of just swing and see what happens. So we're starting here. I've introduced myself briefly. Who am I? I'm a podcaster. I'm a nerd. I'm a gamer. I'm a comic fan. I'm a pro wrestling fan. I've been a streamer. I've been just all type, just a creative. I would say is like the easiest way to put it. And yeah, what's this page? I had a few things I wanted to really go over, and let me just take a look at my notes. I wanted to, one, introduce myself. Two, introduce this page and channel. Three, go over my goals with this page channel, and I can go into subtopics there. And then what is this show called? I have like a loose idea, a working title, if you may, of what this show is, either in video format or in audio format. I'm kind of thinking of the audio side of it as well. So yeah, introductions. Who am I? I'm Krush. I've been on numerous podcasts as guests, but no, this thing. So I've guested on a few podcasts for friends, and like the Welcome Party. There's a few others as well that I've been on. I can't remember off the top of my head. Tangential Giants podcasts, underrated movies or underrated films with Derek. And I'm most, I guess, well known for either my streaming of my own channel on Cujo, twitch.tv/Cujo Prime, or for the podcast that I was one of the founders of for over 7 years, the Weekly DLC, with my two friends, Daniel and Daniel. And so I've been podcasting. I have podcasted for many, many years. I have streamed for a couple, very on and off, but just kind of mostly this past year in 2023, I've done a solid effort in the streaming space, gotten affiliated, made some major headways in that regard. Um, and yeah, so that's a little bit about me and kind of the endeavors I've been involved in. Prior to that, I was no, I had done a YouTube show, the Comic Book Core. I could go on and on. I'm just rambling at this point. Um, what are my goals? What do I want? Let me introduce this page and channel. What is this? So right now, this is the Cujo Prime YouTube channel, and I'll go into, I guess, the show title. But I want this space, these videos, to really hit on a few things, and I want it to be a space to allow me to do a few things. I want to talk about games. I love video games, and one of the things I enjoyed. I've since left the Weekly DLC a few months ago, and they've continued on. I encourage you to go check them out. My two buddies are still going on with that. But I kind of wanted a space where I just kind of, it's both kind of like a log for myself, but also kind of to put it out there and to do something individually in the creative atmosphere, to share like my thoughts on the games I've been playing, the games I've tried, the games I've finished, any news about games that I enjoy talking about, latest information, and interviews as well. I've done a few interviews already on this channel for Gigabash, for Super Space Blank, and a few others. And I wanted to have that be a thing. And I also wanted to do just kind of creative skits. So for me to like try to capture all these different things that I wanted to do, I didn't quite know what the best way to do that. So I thought, let me make a show, maybe make a page, my page channel, kind of all of those things. And any one week may differ from the next. So those are like the high level of what I want to do. I've thought about I've through past creative stuff. If you've seen any of my prior just skits or creative ideas on like TikTok or Instagram, I think I find myself most comfortable doing conversational things. So whenever things like this just feels very comfortable. I feel like I can just talk, and it'll sound like rambling, or it could just be me just monologuing thoughts. But then the other idea I had was like, I like the talk show atmosphere, and that's something kind of like further down the line in my head. I haven't fully wrapped my head around that, but I like the Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I like the Eric Andre show, like those weirder shows that are kind of just like self-contained kind of things. Um, I enjoy those as well. So you might see that for me, but I think most of my things are going to be very conversational, as opposed to like this like I don't like the very wow guys check it out, like how's this going, oh my god. I like comfortable conversational type of things. So um yeah, those are like the main goals with this channel page. And will we mix in streaming? I'd like to. Streaming is something I enjoy doing, but it does take more time and energy from me. And I felt like YouTube would be more of a space where I could plan, prep, edit. I enjoy editing. And so I found as I've made a few of these items, like the prior videos I've done and some other work, the editing process is fun to me. So for me to find a flow that I enjoy, like working through it, it leans itself a little bit more into that. So streaming will be something I mix in, but I don't know how and when yet. And I guess the last thing I want to just talk about is like my working title. I've been kind of hung up on that aspect of it the most. I think that barred me from really moving forward with this idea sooner, because I didn't have anything. And so now I've kind of, rather than overthink it, I'm just like, you know what, rather than try to be like, it needs to capture the reviews, it needs to capture games, I just, what is me, I guess, and let that kind of lead it. So I'm working title tentatively calling it KJP. And depending on if it's a review or an impressions or whatever, I'll just be KJP uh, Baldur's Gate review, KJP Godzilla -1 impressions, or KJP uh, God of War 4 preview. Like each episode would just be the number, the KJP title, and then whatever the topic is. So each topic could vary, but KJP would be the working title. I'm not committed to it, but I feel stronger about it than I did many other ideas I had. So yeah, that's what kind of this video is, just a bit of an introduction, bit of a rambling of sorts, and kind of like a first step. And I'm hoping with each video I just get progressively better. This is kind of the same way things began when I worked with the weekly DLC. We worked together on those earlier episodes. It was just kind of like, let's just start. And I think I forgot that a bit when I wanted to do this, and so that's what's held me. So I'm just like, I'm starting. And I kind of want to start getting into, and I've been really thinking on like end of year. This is end of 2023, and I'm thinking of my faves of the year, the top games, top movies kind of thing. So I think my first few videos, I want to go, the next video, actually, a few of the ideas. I have a few. Let me just spit them out in no particular order. What is my review scoring metric? I kind of want to do a video just to break that down and just have that be a thing. And then I thought, I don't know whether I want to do individual reviews first or just do a top 10 video. It may be two parts. I don't want to make these too long. I want them to be bite-sized little nuggets. So right now this has already been like 9 minutes or so ish. We'll see after editing, but yeah, I'm going to do like top 10 games, top 10 movies, looking ahead at 2024, what I'm most looking forward to. And some of the individual games I wanted to review were Cocoon, Diablo 4, and Cyberpunk's Phantom Liberty, which are 3 games I've finished fairly recently. So yeah, welcome to the KJP show. Welcome to KJP. I don't know quite the lingo I'll be using. I remember with the weekly DLC, it was always like DLC you later. I enjoy that. I enjoy the corniness. I embrace it. And so with that, I welcome you to this channel. Thank you for meeting me. And I shared a little bit about myself today, and hopefully I'm open to feedback. I'm open to ideas. I think the feedback will help me understand what's working, what's not, what I enjoy, what I don't, kind of combining all that. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you. Okay.